Man, I remember one time, I'm like, we all at the Rivals 100 camp. Me, Ruben, um, the Lawson boy from Auburn, Trey Williams, Jai Casher. I'm talking about Tony, like all the 2014 class. We sitting at the table. We made a toast that we were all going to Auburn. You know what I'm saying? So we made it to, so like I'm the youngest one though. Like I'm a grade behind them. We all made a toast said we were going to Auburn. Soon as Gene Chizik left, everybody hit my phone on like, Bo, where we going? I'm like, hey, the next place is Alabama. You know what I'm saying? So, they go to Bama. So I'm still in my recruiting process. Like, so now like I committed to Bama and Coach Saban, like, what I'm saying, I can't take no official visit. So I tell them, okay, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? So, I set up me an official visit to go to UCLA. So I'm headed to a football game. Coach Saban called Chris Winkie. He like he speak to Bo. So he was like, Chris Winkie called me to the front of the bus. I'm like, what's up? He like, you got a phone call. I was like, who it is? He was like, you might want to take it. So I answered the phone. I'm like, hello. He was like, Bo, it's Coach Saban. I'm like, what's up, Coach? He was like, are you still committed to us? I was like, I don't know. And he was like, well, what if I told you I don't know if we gonna offer you a scholarship? I was like, well, Coach, that's just something that, what I'm saying, that y'all have to do, you know. And he was like, so you gonna go on an official visit to UCLA? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go to an official visit. So he was like, Bo, let me tell you something. He said, you made a commitment to us, right? I said, yes, sir, I did. He said, just like cheating on your girlfriend, you made a commitment, but you're going to see other girls. And then I was like, yeah, you're right. But in a sense, this kind of different. This kind of depending on my life for the next 4 years. And he said, you also right about that. But I also want you to think about, the decision that you make. I go down to Ole Miss. Man, I went to Ole Miss. I feel like I was at the crib. I'm like, man, I'm gonna come to Ole Miss. This way is it. You know what I'm saying? Of Hugh Freeze, you know what I'm saying? He's saying you'll be the starter. I'm going to all these schools, Miami, Notre Dame. Al Gone come to the crib off promise me a starting spot. Hugh Freeze come to the crib, offer me a starting spot. UCLA come to the crib, offer me a starting spot. You know what I'm saying? Coach Saban come to the crib. He like, Bo, everything that you get, he said, everything that you got, you have worked for. No one have never given you anything. You put in the work for it. I was like, yes, sir, I did. He was like, so how could someone tell you that you gonna start for them when you ain't even have a practice for them yet? And I'm like, you're right. And he was like, I'm not promising you anything. I'm not promising you a starting spot. I'm not even promising you that you're gonna even play. It's gonna be up to you if you're gonna play. You're gonna be a student first, and then you're gonna be an athlete, and then you're gonna be a man, and you're gonna know how to handle responsibility and integrity. And then I was like, man, that's what I'm saying. Like he told me something that no coach had came in there and said. It came down to Ole Miss and Alabama. So I'm like, man, like which coach gonna be around when I'm there for the next 3 to 4 years? You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at Hugh Freeze. You know what I'm saying? The situation he got going on. I'm looking at Coach Saban. You know what I'm saying? At the time, Bama got 8 running backs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, if I wanna be the best, I gotta compete with the best. You know what I mean? And then like my mom right there, I got everybody right there. So, even though I was from Tuscaloosa, it was still a hard decision for me. But, you know, uh, so I made the decision to go to Alabama because of, what I'm saying, the type of guy that Coach Saban is, and that he wasn't only just there for you for football. He also wanted to make you better as a player, as a man, and as a person. like I said, and handle responsibility and integrity.
True.
And that's because that's something that what I'm saying every man need, because like most of these guys that come out of college and they don't go straight to the league, they be lost because they don't know who they are. But when you go to Alabama, you know who you are, you know what type of dude you are, you know what you can handle. If you can go through fourth quarter, you can go through anything in life.